Imagine getting in that.
Hey, will the kids go to sleep?
Dude, imagine like a Mormon adulterer like couple like as like a guy cheats on his Mormon wife, but he just like fucking soaks.
If
And
you're hardcore, you
know,
don't
you're
have
such
to
a good
cheat.
soaker,
You just need to,
Jebediah.
It doesn't count as cheating if it's soaking.
She can't get mad.
Yeah.
No, all 7 of your wives can't get mad at you.
Babe, I was just soaking.
Dude, the fucking chapter under this video that's right here for Mormon soaking is like this big. It's like half the fucking screen.
Yeah. They're like, damn, a lot of time spent on
Well,
what is soaking?
It's just such a phenomenon that we weren't ready for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a phenomenon. It was weird the first time.
Well,
What's up, cutie porn?
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that's how it goes
Hey,
out
a
here.
weird request, but I'm insane. So can you do this instead? How you hanging, Gumby? How's it feel? You a little hot?
Gumby costume is toasty. All I'm thinking about when I look at this is the Mango Gumby and how me and Mango are no longer friends.
Why aren't you friends?
Did you not hear?
No.
This past Friday was a Mango Ludwig Friday, and we were playing Mario Kart. Classic Mario Kart.
Yeah, you and Mango.
A
Little bit of
100 gifted subs in the line.
A little bit of turn this way.
Yeah.
Drop a little
it's me and
banner,
Mango,
drink
right?
a little beer.
Boys, here's how I lost Mango's friendship.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically we're playing Mario Kart, and we're doing a best of 3. He wins. So I owe him 100
how's he
gifted.
playing Mario Kart? And it continue.
You just have a moment?
Mango has baby switch.
Oh, we're playing double dash. Fucking shit.
Fuck your Switch. It was double dash.
Also the OLED. I'll get you the OLED.
ratio
the
plus
OLED.
L
You know.
plus you're a gummy bear costume.
Anyway, so we're playing. He wins, and we like double or nothing. I win, and then we like do another one for like $1,000. Yeah. I win. He says I'm not paying out.
Ooh, like never?
He's like, I'm just not paying out. That's bullshit. Doesn't count. I won like 3 in a row. This is bullshit. I'm not paying out. This is stupid.
Insanity.
Because we just kind of doubled
Does
it.
he think
on a
you
win.
hustled him?
He's mad because he was beating me and I just got like some GTI. I got like double
Oh, you
lightning.
got the shot.
Double lightning or something.
Yeah.
The shock.
That's shocking.
He's like one more. Big soft.
No, this is good. He did this on purpose. He's bringing down his own
Yeah,
brand.
that's good.
Wait, what?
Anyway, so we do one final race. He's like, let's just do one more. Let's do one more. Like, basically, he's scared me out of like 15 minutes. He's like, I'm not paying for like $1,500. He's like, let's do one more 500. I'm like, all right, we do it. I beat his ass again. He's like, fuck you. Hangs up, blocks me on Discord, blocks me on Twitter, blocks me on Twitch. I literally cannot contact him. He's supposed to come over this week to hang out.
That's really funny. You're actually a little shook about this because you keep bringing it up.
Well, because he on stream for the next hour and a half was just like, I fucking hate Ludwig. He's such a fucking pussy, dude. He plays like such a pussy, bro. And I don't know. I can't reach out to him to ask him to come over. He might just hold a grudge for like a month.
Yeah, and he those are real, by the way.
Yeah.
He will. I will. I mean, I could do it, right? I could message him. Hey, Ludwig wants to know if you're actually coming over. Be like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, and he'll just say that. He's hot. Cold. I've been banned in his chat for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before, and that's just like we won't talk for that like 3-week period. We're like a ugly high school couple.
Yeah, you guys are extremely toxic.
Yeah, super toxic, but it's like we're so in love. We're so in love.
Well.
He's the one, you fucking idiots.
Do you think? Yeah.
Yes.
He's the one.
Yes.
Wait. Never mind. Just,
He's good for me.
Let's move on.
Right.
He's hot.
Yep.
He's a hot piece of
He
ass.
fucks like no other.
No one makes me gyrate.
One of the funniest things Nick ever sent me, he was like, going back to BTS, like when we start going to the office again, and using their bidets after using the ones at home. Because ours are like soft and warm.
We got some rebound.
And the ones at BTS are like very like.
They're hard.
They have
like,
industrial water pressure.
like the lowest setting is like pretty hard.
It's like, so it's a thing. So basically, like, if you turn it to 1, it's not enough pressure to get the bidet to start.
Yeah.
But if you turn it to 2,
It's a bullshit
if
1
you
to
turn it to
5.
2,
Basil.
it's like
Whoa!
it's like Poseidon.
Yeah.
2 is just like, it goes 1 to 5, but 2 is basically like 5 minus.
Yeah.
It was like just a little under what 5 is.
And 5 is the lowest.
And he was like, dude, it feels like, it feels like I hooked up with like an ex that like, I left my rich husband to hook up with my ex that was broke and treated me like shit. Fuck like no other.
That's what I was
sent
thinking.
that whole
It's like the bidet
It's
is
a very
like
funny analogy.
It's like somebody who's just a little bit too into choking.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like when I worked at BTS, I was there. I bideted every day, right?
Oh, Oh yeah.
And I
Sometimes
eventually,
without shit.
I told them all I had to take a tea break because I put it on max and I felt nothing.
Now do you think you go like because you've been treated nice?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
our
I couldn't
bidets
put it on max,
Are an angel's kiss.
but I like some pressure.
So
in there.
so our bidets are like they're like Yoshi. It's like everyone's choice.
well, I
Max,
thought you just meant like the tongue.
no, Max
It's
stats,
like Yoshi tongue in your
got
ass.
great
cute
stats.
sound.
Most people's choice. The ones at BTS are like Waluigi, where it's
Yeah,
like,
it's like
you
Wario.
sit
It's
like
down
Bowser.
and it's like really cold and you're like oh, but then like you power it up and you're like oh, but the special meter is pretty hot.
Right. Yeah. If you
Oh,
get
like the
special
weight
one,
is
like-
insane. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I could not go back. I like my soft kiss.
Ours are
You're so
good.
vanilla.
you're a little
I am.
pervert.
You're
Well,
so
okay,
vanilla.
no, I do oscillating.
You know what I'll say though? So we
That's
had
like-
we had dinner with
That's
it.
like me and my girlfriend do doggy sometimes.
We had dinner with an undisclosed potential partner of
Right.
Dar, and during the thing they were talking about Tushy, the bidet company.
Oh, fuck them.
Oh, and what they said was, so they were like, they make the best bidets, and we were like, no, we have the best bidets. It's not a competition.
Yeah,
And
we piped up.
They're all going to bat for Tushy, and it was like a war. It was like,
No,
well,
they're dumb as bricks.
I'm like, name your feature list. Name your feature list, because like ours is that, but actually it doesn't matter. So that's
Yeah.
the thing.
and then one of the guys was like, the problem with that one is that the dryer doesn't work. And I was
Oh,
like,
that was
I use
funny.
the dryer. I use the dryer every
We
time.
all went
and it's
at the
great.
same time. Oh, you
fucking
think it doesn't
idiot.
work?
I
dumb
do
sack of
feel when
shit.
I talk about bidets among others, I feel like I have a powdered wig and like tiny little spectacles.
Monocles.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh yes, I can say that it is warm on my asshole.
Don't talk to the poors, sweetie. Come on.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is in that William Osmond video, there was this like sentiment that was like, being relatable, like gets you success, and then success is not relatable, and that was a really interesting like dynamic. And I was like, yeah, and I try to stay humble myself. You know what I'm saying? I slept in a closet, but fuck, man, I don't think I could ever go back
I'm glad you said this out loud.
to washing my ass with only towels.
Or the closet.
Oh, I could go back. If I had a bidet in a closet, I'm set. I'm living like I'm in Nippon Death.
I agree with him. I slept on the floor this weekend. That was great. Hated every shit I took without a bidet.
That's right.
Yeah, you should just change your room to tatami mats.
That'd be great.
Live in a fake Japanese apartment in California.
Who are you talking to?
The guy
That's
who likes
literally
sitting
what
on a
you
porch.
need to do.
I don't want a tatami mat.
You're the one who wants to move.
Remember when
to
Aiden
Japan.
was gonna replace his whole ass mattress and bed with a mat on the floor? Remember that? In the
Yeah.
old house?
He's like, he talks a lot of good shit. Remember when he
Talks a lot
deleted
of good
every tweet he ever made for no reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the.
My favorite Aiden thing is that he does not have Twitter as an app on his phone. Like he deleted it. He might now, but for a long time he didn't have it. But every day he checked it in his phone browser.
Yeah.
And
got
I'm
it
like,
back when we went to
dude,
Italy.
if you're trying to not check Twitter, just don't
I
check.
think it's just an extra layer of friction, which I
Yeah.
got.
But it doesn't. But he checks it every day.
Look, you're
but
right.
he checks it
You're
every
right.
day.
But it's
I
an
checked
additional
it, I
layer.
checked
of
it
friction.
less.
Also, just to leave a neat bow, fuck Tushy because I tried to work with them. Them like working on making my own bidet,
Yeah.
and they were basically like, nah.
That's right.
Hey, Toto, shout out. Hook us up.
Well, I actually got
Oh,
someone.
I don't mean to hook
I'm
up.
working on my bidet.
Oh shit.
It'll come out soon.
Okay, so Aiden, something I wanted to ask you about was Walking Dead night.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
What does that mean?
this is just like a funny story to give context behind like the type of person that I spent the weekend with. Because Sam is probably one of the funniest people I know, and I think he's had a big impact on like my like humor and
You know
just
what's
like
really funny is that when I met Sam, he and Aiden talk exactly the same. Like they have the same accent.
Where's he from?
The way they like emphasize syllables.
he's from Wisconsin, but he has like more of a West Coast accent.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
You get them talking
I
together, you
didn't-
think
I
they're like
didn't pick that up at all.
brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, we've just spent so much time together, and I think like he morphed a lot of like my humor over the years, like just through
Through
you
a
know,
process of
just through hanging out.
soaking.
I
Just through
soaked
soaking.
his humor
Yeah,
out of
humor,
his dick and into
humor
my ass.
through osmosis.
He lost a little humor, but you guys had a great time.
No, I think this actually ties into what you were saying earlier, where I just think like part of like how I became funny, or at least like as funny as I am, is I think I'm just really, really good at matching like the expectations or like what is funny within a certain social group. So I pick up on like what pulls like within a social group. And when I spend a lot of time with a person, I notice I just subconsciously pick up on a ton of their habits. And I think it starts to go the other way eventually as well.
You're a survivor.
Yeah, that's how I make it in this world. I'm a negotiator. So I have only known Sam for like about 2 or 3 months into college when this happened.